set this up.
Good afternoon. In fact, it's just good morning here, and welcome to Windsor Park for this semi-final in the TSLW in 2019. Beautiful day here at Windsor Park. Sun is shining. It's heading to a top of about 15 degrees today. Surface is in pretty good nick, even despite a bit of rain on Friday and a couple of grand finals here yesterday as well. And we're going to see some great women's footy action here this afternoon. And welcome to the commentary position for the TSLW live stream, to Leigh Elder. G'day, Leigh.
G'day, and what a fantastic day for finals footy, and I've got no doubt today we're probably going to see the best standard of TSLW we've ever seen.
Yep.
Both clubs have got a double chance, so it's not the end of the day if they lose today, but I think you'll see the skills really come out. Perfect conditions, there's not much breeze, the ground looks in great nick, and the players are looking pretty superb out there taking their shots.
And just for our listeners, it's a final four, Leigh. So last week, 3 played 4.
Yeah, absolutely. Clarence took on the newcomers, North Launceston. North Launceston, first year in the competition, making finals, was a fantastic effort. Unfortunately, they went down in their first ever final, but they certainly have got some class in that team. But Clarence a little bit too strong, and obviously with some high-quality senior players in that club. So they're through and will play the loser out of this game for the final spot in the grand final. So there's a fair bit on the line still for 3 clubs.
Let's talk about Magpies firstly, and of course they've made the last 2 TSLW grand finals, won one, lost one. They've still got that nucleus, haven't they, that's given them that success in the last couple of years.
Absolutely, and they've got a good mixture of really experienced senior players with some young talent. And I think that's an important mix for a club to have, and that's why they're still around the mark this year. Obviously defending premiers, but certainly Launceston have filled the ranks with some top-end talent.
See Launceston team up there now on the screen, and talking about top-end talent, of course, Daria Bannister, the Haynes girls, Abby Green, there's a lot of names in there, Bree Rattray, that are starting to be household names in Tassie footy in the women's division.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think there's 2 other inclusions worth mentioning there, and Lauren Stevenson, who it's probably one of the best players coming through from the Northwest over the last couple of years. Played for Burnie. She was captain of the State 18 squad. Always been a reliable defender, but coming to Launceston this year, they've put her in the midfield, and she's excelled at that. And they've also got a new player to the game in Jennifer Guy, who was found through the NTFAW. Only her first ever season, but wow. The games I've seen her play, she's been quite superb, to be honest. So certainly lives up to this level quite easily.
And Daria's had a good season, hasn't she? Fully recovered now from that knee injury that sort of ruined her first year in AFLW.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's great to see her form, and certainly put some goals on the board. I think she kicked 9 in one of the games. But certainly great to see her in good form and getting ready for a big comeback year, really, for AFLW. She's had 2 seasons in that system and only played a small amount of games in both, but she'll go into the pre-season fully fit, get prepared, and I think she'll make some damage for the North Melbourne Tasmanian Kangaroos this year.
Might have a look at the Glenorchy side now, Leigh?
Absolutely, and what I do like is their midfield mix. Sarah Skinner has been a fantastic player at this level for a long, long time. She always finds space. So she's hugely important. And then you've got the 2 Barwicks, One comes with a good understanding of winning the inside ball, and the other one in Leigh Barwick. She's just got pace and aggression, and she can really put some damage on both defensively and in attack. So some quality players in both teams. I am tipping Launceston. I think they've just got too much class right across the board. We're talking 3 AFLW listed players, and I think that their class will shine through. And obviously they've got some potential AFLW players as well. Looking forward to the ruck clash. That should be very interesting. But I think around the ground, Abby Green should have Sullivan's measure.
Yes, Genevieve Sullivan, of course, I think she's played in the last 2 grand finals for the Pies.
Yeah, certainly has, and a fantastic player, and I would probably say right up there in the top ruckman, but Abby Green's probably the best we've got in the competition this year.
And Launceston played Glenorchy a couple of years ago. Sandy Eaton was involved. Now she's an assistant coach.
Yeah, absolutely. Been a class player and been involved for a long, long period of time.
We're underway here at Windsor Park in the first quarter of this TSLW second semi-final. First position with the Blues. And that goes there to Deanne Taylor. The Pies now will go into attack. Good work there from Charlie Lovell. It's at half forward. Working over in defence there's Melissa Smith. Gets the handball away now to Georgia Hill. Kicks to half forward. It's a lovely kick. Mark might have been taken there, but good follow-up. Handball comes back. Kick smothered beautifully. Away they go, the Pies. Handball backwards. Now it's up towards half forward. So the chance here for Glenorchy. That's well taken there. Nieta Lynch. Little handball out of the contest. Skirting around the side there is Macklin Sutcliffe. She can't get an effective kick away. It's out of bounds, so good signs early for Glenorchy.
Absolutely, and it's going to be a very important clash between Lynch and Hill. I think they'll determine how effective Glenorchy is when they move forward there. And you'll find Hill will be very creative coming out of defence as well.
It's the boundary throw in. Falls a bit short, very shallow. Ball comes down here towards Smith. The chain of handballs now, away they go. It's Libby Haynes getting the ball out of defence for the Blues. Bannister's in there. Little handball comes out for Glenorchy. Sideways kick. There's a chance here if they can gather it on the wing. Back now to Bannister. Little handball coughs it up to her opponent. Towards half forward. Doing well there is Deanne Taylor. Couple of possessions early. It's a nice kick there, but just loads Meg Radford. Tomasa Corrie. Nice sideways kick. Beautiful kick to Katie Stanford. So Stanford takes the mark. Right half back. She goes sideways. Finds Sarah Skinner. In the orange boots. Good possession footy here from the Magpies. That's another good kick. And is that Genevieve Sullivan, the ruckman there? Leigh. So she's taken the mark. Gets in the centre of the ground to Holly Ryan. She can't take it. Now on the follow-up, it's Deanne Taylor. She's tackled from behind. She just gets a possession away. Goes in a second time. Gee, that was a great tackle there from Leigh Barwick, but eventually she wins the free kick.
Yeah, she's very good in defence, Leigh Barwick. Just got that pace.
So Deanne Taylor goes sideways and finds Angela Dixon. Dixon kicks beautifully laterally on the far side. So they'll go into attack. Like Kelsey Hill, who got the ball into attack there for the Blues. Bannister uses strength, gets it away. First shot on goal for the Blues. It's off to the right, and that was from Camilla Taylor. So Launceston one behind, and Glenorchy yet to score. It's good stand of footy early, Leigh.
Absolutely, there's a lot of pressure on. I'm actually seeing Corrie, which is not unusual to play that extra man in defence. So Glenorchy just zoning off in defence, but at the moment it's working for him.
Got a free kick, and it's going to come back. It's going to go the Pies' way. It is, and it's Charlie Lovell who's got the ball at half-back for the Magpies. Impressed early with Deanne Taylor. She's had a fair bit of it.
Yeah, she comes from Scottsdale, so played in TWL North a few years ago, was a premiership player for them, and then crossed over to TSLW.
Kick is overcooked a little bit, and there she is, right on cue, Deanne Taylor. Little kick, a bit awkward, but it's very effective. And the mark's taken at left half forward by Meg Sinclair. She's played a few seasons now with the Blue. Low kick, and towards the attacking 50. Well done to Tomasa Corrie. Scoops it out there towards Sarah Skinner. Gets the kick away. Mark not taken. Gee, that was good hands there in the back play by Taylor again. Gets it away there towards Libby Haynes. Chance now, Lauren Stevenson. She waited too long for the kick there, and it got a little semi-smothered. Back now to Stevenson. She picks up the ball nicely on the left foot. Kicks to the hot spot. Bannister's there. but she's not first to the ball. I think Glenorchy will see it through quite well there by Elise Barwick. So another rush behind to Launceston. They're 2 behinds. Glenorchy yet to score 4 minutes in. Leigh Elder.
Just a little bit of pressure there. Lauren Stevenson, I usually say, is going to hit her target with the footy in hand, but unfortunately just the pressure by Glenorchy made sure she missed a target.
Ball goes out of bounds without being touched, but of course these days you can wander out of the square, so you don't get the penalty free kick. So it will be a throw in. So the 2 ruckmen go at it, and Genevieve Sullivan wins it on this occasion, not to effect, although Glenorchy do get a kick away now. Get it to half back. Sitting underneath it there was Macklin Sutcliffe. Here they go now, the Pies. Chance there for Gemma Webster. Does well, shows a bit of toe. Little kick over the top, it's a beautiful one to Lynch. She's got a bit of space in front of her. She might take a bounce. She looks behind her, she's got space. Goes in towards Nat Daniels. Can she pick it up? She does. Good pressure there by the Lonnie defence. So still a contested ball. Nat Daniels again, swings on the left. Oh, that might be a goal. It hits the post. Great second effort there from Nat Daniels. And last time I saw her, I think she might have been defence, Leigh, so she's moved into attack effectively by the look of that.
Great skills, that girl.
Good defensive effort there from Ashley Carey too, the blonde-headed defender there for the Launceston side. So we're now at half back. Libby Haynes working hard in there, but it's going to emerge through Brianna Barwick. It's about 30 metres out now from the Glenorchy goal. That might have been a push in the back, it was. Umpire saw that one. And the Blues to relieve from half back. Kick under pressure. It's going to be good though. Ends up there with Camilla Taylor.
2 ex-East Launceston juniors connecting there.
Taylor to the wing. Nice mark. And a bit of pressure there to Meg Sinclair. So moving it well, the Blues. Kicks in the centre of the ground. Looking there for Abby Green, who can't take the mark. Kicking in the centre of the ground. Blues left foot kick out towards the half-forward flank. Got a chance here to work it out through Jennifer Guy, who Leigh mentioned pre-game. Inside 50. Handball over the top here, looking for Bannister. Missed the target. There was Bree Rattray, leading goal kicker in the league. Leigh, Bree Rattray.
Certainly is.
There's a little kick there by Abby Green, but it's cut off defensively by Tomasa Corrie.
Launceston just a little bit rushed moving inside 50 at the moment, and the defence of Glenorchy are just cleaning up as a result.
They're trying to move it quickly, but some of the kicks are under pressure and not therefore effective. Holly Barwick in the far side. First time I've seen the ball over in that far side of Windsor Park. So Elise Barwick tracking it there, but I think the Blues are going to win it back here. That was Deanne Taylor again. The handball's not a great one. We've got a free kick here in the contest. Might be against Deanne Taylor. No, it's coming over here to Launceston. It's Chloe Haynes. She kicks nicely into towards half forward. Bannister lurking. She's always dangerous inside 50. There she is again, kicking off the ground. Bullocking away forward. She's on the bottom of the contest. The Glenorchy players call for ball, but it'll be a ball up right in front of the goal.
Great contest between Elise Barwick and Deanne Taylor over there. I would have put my money on Barwick just due to her speed, but great effort by Deanne Taylor to wrap it up.
That's what finals are all about. Oh, gee, grabbing it out of the air unattended there. That was Camilla Taylor. She had more time than she thought, I think, and she's missed it to the right. 3 behinds players, 1 behind.
3-time under-18 player for the state, Camilla Taylor. She's played under-16s, under-17s and under-18s for the state. She'll be spewing that she's missed 2 opportunities a goal.
Tomasa Corrie just laconically takes a bounce, then kicks it towards the boundary again. It's a bit of set play over there. Take it there is Meg Sinclair. She pumps it back inside 50. Chance for Bannister. The ball eludes her. And it's going to go through from behind. No, she just scoops it back in skillfully. So Glenorchy have to try and work it out again. Back to Sinclair. Gets pushed off a kick. Lacks a fortune. Lands in the lap there, Bree Rattray. And she's about 20 out, 45-degree angle.
They've had a fair few chances, and I won't say they've been great with the disposals inside, but a little luck had to go your way at some stage, and that's exactly what's happened.
Yeah, that's our forward line pressure. Glenorchy couldn't clear the area. So Rattray, well within distance. Kicked a lot of goals this year for the Blues. And she's kicked another one. She's kicked the first of the day of this TSLW semi-final. And it's a good start for the Blues.
Absolutely, and you'll find there that it wasn't a pretty entry. And
you have to try and work it out again. Back to Sinclair.
Goal,
it's pushed off a kick, like a fortune.
They put it in the
lands
scorebook. It's there, and first major on the board for Launceston. Obviously now 4 scoring shots at 2-1. Inside 50s, no doubt, well in favour of Launceston.
Dave Gruber, introduced you for the first time today, our statistician here. What are the inside 50s at the moment, mate?
Yeah, Launceston got 5 inside 50s and just the 2 to Glenorchy so far.
So hit-outs 2 apiece.
2 apiece, 3 clearances to Launceston, 1 to Glenorchy.
Okay, so they're starting to get on top in a few areas of the game. Back in the middle, Windsor Park. It's fallen to the side here. Here they go again through Taylor. She kicks inside 50. Spills at the attacking 50. Georgia Hill's there trying to work it out. Gets the handball, Abby Green it was. Gets the handball away. Now it's a chance again for Rattray if she can pick it up. She fumbles at the crucial moment. Little handball comes back out now to Taylor. Did she get a high tackle? I think she did. Deanne Taylor just got one over the neck there.
And if they gave her the medal for the best player on the ground after the first 10 minutes, she would have it.
Yeah, we just saw on the replay there, she just got that left hand over the shoulder, pulled out of the contest, so she will get that free kick. It was Tomasa Corrie there, and you can see there, just that left arm just went high.
I'm marking this one down now.
Okay. You're keeping the goal kickers today, Leigh. Very good. Oh, I'll tell you what, distance could be a concern. Oh, it's cleared. It's cleared the pack. It's through for a goal inside the left-hand goal post. So that's the second goal now for Launceston. And we're at about 9.5 minutes into this first quarter. And I'll tell you what, one of the best players on the ground at the moment is Deanne Taylor. She's been fantastic, racking up possessions at will.
Absolutely, linking up really well too. So not only is she using her body strength to help win the inside, she's actually been that connector around the ground as well. So it's been certainly a great 10 minutes for her.
2-3-15, 1 behind. As up they go, Genevieve Sullivan does well there. She follows up her own work on the left foot. Pushed off balance a little bit. That's good hands there from Holly Ryan. She's a couple of kicks out from goal. Sums up her options. Passes inside 50 towards Nat Daniels. She overruns it. They work it out nicely here from Libby Haynes. That's a nice penetrating kick. Out here towards Kelsey Hill. She's under pressure. Out it comes now for the Magpies. They get a funny old entry inside 50. It's probably not going to go the regulation distance. Here they go again. That handball's not a good one. And Launceston should work this out. Oh, the handball. She'll have to chase her own handball there. As it finally ends up with Chloe Haynes once again. Kick comes towards defensive 50. Under it there was Lauren Stevenson. And we're going to get a free kick to Glenorchy. Gemma Webster. So she's about 45 out, probably 50 nearly by the time she kicks it. So long boot this one, Leigh.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think she'll make the distance. She'll look to hit up a target. Girl from Claremont come in late to the Devils program this year and made it all the way to the Eastern Allies.
Webster kicks it deep, but it's going to be cleared easy here by Launceston from Hayley White. Although kick out of defence is not great. Picked up there by Jasmine Tate-Turvey. So it's still a contested ball right in front of the Lonnie club rooms over there. So out they come. They've got a chance here to clear. Long kick. It's a 2-on-3 situation as they get to the ball here. Katie Stanford. Now fighting for it is Charlie Lovell. And caught holding the ball was Charlie Lovell. Might have been a touch unlucky there. Was making the play.
Yeah, it was unlucky.
Lauren Stevenson kicks to the wing. Tomasa Corrie front position. Over the back, it's kicked off the ground there by Meg Sinclair. She'll go again, I reckon. She does. Does it beautifully. As the handball comes back now to Libby Haynes. She kicks inside 50 under pressure. As a result, it doesn't go to a teammate. Or the bouncing ball, though, makes it interesting. Out they come through Elise Barwick. High kick. 2 number 5s go at it. There's a 2-on-1 contest on the ground. And they do well, Glenorchy, to bottle it up.
I think Launceston actually need to go wide or slow it down going inside 50. Glenorchy are pushing the numbers deep in defence, and every time they kick it long and kick it rushed, they're actually just kicking it to Glenorchy players.
Because they have got the marking targets up there, haven't they? So they put it to the right positions. Now goes Gemma Webster again, getting the handball away. So strong work there from Taylor again. She's so impressive. So contested ball in the midfield. Out they come Glenorchy through Charlie Lovell. Oh, the kick smothered beautifully there by Chloe Haynes. Handball back to Taylor. She's going to boot it inside 50 towards half forward. Abby Green working hard. Kicks up the ball into the goal square now. Rattray's there. Can't quite take the mark. Meg Sinclair there too, also for the Blues. Tomasa Corrie does well. It's shoveled out to Bannister. She gets round on her left. She gets the handball away just in time. Swinging kick for goal. Just off the line there by Brie Rattray. So Launceston 2-4-16. Glenorchy 1 behind.
Yeah, they're certainly in control of the game at the moment, and Deanne Taylor just continues to find a lot of the pill.
So don't forget what's coming up this afternoon from 5 to 2. We've got the TSL stream. North Launceston versus Lauderdale. A spot in the grand final. Tomasa Corrie. Nice little kick. Beautifully spots up Sarah Skinner. Turns around. She's going to go wider. No, she almost gets dispossessed. She's got a second opportunity. So there's support there for Glenorchy. Now it's a contested ball inside 50. Angela Dixon's in there. Angela Dixon, the coach of Launceston Girls Go?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, she certainly is. I think the only female coach at the moment at TSLW, but
playing coach too.
Undefeated and sitting on top of the table. Maybe there's a hint going forward.
Oh, there you go. Playing coach.
I was going for the female coach.
Oh, okay. Right, okay. I'll get that one as well. As it's up towards the wing, that's a nice fly there from Macklin Sutcliffe. Kicked away there by Libby Haynes. As inside 50 now from Camilla Taylor, but there's Sarah Skinner's there. She's done pretty well across half-back so far. Gets out here with Macklin Sutcliffe. Getting there first was Libby Haynes. Now that it's with Taylor, who just boots it, and then once again it's a poor entry. Leigh, and we're looking at the inside 50s, Dave. What do we got there now?
10 to 4, 10 to Launceston, 4 to Glenorchy, but they're just coming straight back out these last few.
That's right. So, kicking wide there is Elise Barwick. Contest on the outer side. Meg Sinclair's in there. We've got a free kick for holding. It's going to go the Blues' way. And it's in fact Meg Sinclair. A couple of kicks out from goal. She goes low with the kick. It's not a great one. Might work out all right here to Bannister. She's 48 out. Gets under the kick a little bit. Floats, and it's a mark, is it? Just inside. So good work. I think it's Brie Rattray. Leigh, help me out there. Right,
yeah, it certainly is. And I just think here, because they've been under pressure so much, Daria rushed that kick and actually kicked it around the corner. I think she had enough time to actually straighten up and take a shot at goal. But it's a final. There's been a fair bit of pressure. That's
a tough shot. That's a great shot. Well done, Brie Rattray. And she's brought up her second goal of the afternoon, the leading goal scorer in the TSLW. And Launceston out now to 3-4-22. So Glenorchy 1 behind at 1 point. Gee, that was a tough shot, taken very well.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a much better kick than her first goal, actually. Yeah. But that's what happens. You probably concentrate a little bit more, and it's a little bit harder, so the pressure gets taken away.
Yeah, that's right.
And you just concentrate on your action, and a wonderful kick. I will say at the moment, I suspected that Launceston win the ruck duel, but Genevieve Sullivan's probably been the one at the moment.
We'll talk more about Brie Rattray in a second, and another stoppage there, Leigh, as Genevieve Sullivan again does pretty well. She's back on the ball now. It's a little handball backwards. Handball smothered. Chance here for Taylor. At half-back now, the little handball comes back from Camilla Taylor. Two Taylor girls involved there. Here they go again. They link up again. Deanne Taylor this time. Gets the handball away. It's taken, though, by Gemma Allen. It's played a bit now for Glenorchy. Kick inside 50, inside out. Chance here for the Pies. Nat Daniels will attack the ball. Good work there from Libby Haynes. She kicks it to half-back. Handball comes out. As the quarter-time siren sounds here at Windsor Park in the second semi for the TSLW. And Launceston 3-4-22. Glenorchy 1 behind 1 point. Goal kickers, Leigh. Couple to Brie Rattray and 1 to Deanne Taylor. And of course no goal kickers yet for Glenorchy. So pretty dominant first quarter, even first 5 minutes or so, but they hit the scoreboard regularly after that did the Blues. They have a handy 21-point lead at quarter time. Leigh, your thoughts?
Yeah, look, I'm not surprised at the scoreline, to be honest. Launceston have really got some talent right across the board. They've rushed their entries inside 50, so they could have scored quite a bit more, but I don't know what the inside 50s are, but I'm guessing around the 12 mark.
Yep, 11 to 5.
So 11 entries for 7 scoring shots is actually pretty good.
Yep.
So we were saying that they were getting rebounded on a fair bit. It was just probably the quality of entries were more the point, but the defensive pressure was very good. Glenorchy are structuring up really well in defence, so they're actually reading the play and they're putting the pressure on, but the overwhelming talent of Launceston has put the score on the board. Just
go through some of those team stats at quarter time. Hit-outs, and Genevieve Sullivan has done pretty well, as you said in the call there, Leigh. 6 to 3 there. Clearances 5 to 4 Glenorchy's way. It's fairly even. Inside 50s is the big one, 11 to 5. 2 marks inside 50 for Launceston, none for Glenorchy so far, and Lonnie winning the free kicks 6 to 2. So there we are at quarter time. It's 3-4-22, 1 behind 1 point. We'll take a short break on the live stream and back in just a couple of minutes. Okay, players breaking from the huddles. You're listening to watching the TSLW live stream here. And this is the second semi-final, Launceston and Glenorchy. And Leigh, how can Glenorchy get their way back into the game, do you think?
Well, they've already made an interesting move here where they've brought Holly Ryan into the ruck. But Genevieve Sullivan is actually starting in the midfielder as well. So they're going tall in the midfield. So that's an interesting option. And then you've got the pace and the grunt with the two Barwicks inside as well. So they have changed things up. Let's see how that works.
Okay. Second quarter action here at Windsor Park. It's a beautiful day. So I mentioned it earlier in the call. And yeah, it's going to be a great day of footy here. We've already had the under-18s just previously. There's a win there to Launceston over the Tigers. It's run away. Quarter number 2. Blues by 21 points. Out of the middle. So might be also pushing the back. It's the way the umpire sees it. So first possession now to the Pies. To Brianna Barwick. Kicks wide. It's a lovely kick. Mark not taken there by Jasmine Tate-Turvey. And the follow-up, she picks it up. Gets her hands free nicely. Here they go now inside 50. Chance here for Nieta Lynch. Up there against Georgia Hill. Great battle, as we said earlier. Lynch does well. Releases the handball. Back there towards Gemma Webster. We're going to holding the ball, free kick against Webster, and we'll go to Launceston.
Good pressure by Launceston defence there.
Yep. First inside 50 for the quarter goes to the Pies. Their foot kick goes wide. So going to beat players out of bounds. No, it's kept in by Kelsey Hill. She dives on top of the ball. She'll have to release it. Umpire circling. Says no prior. So it'll be ball up right next to the boundary line, far side of Windsor Park.
You get nervous as a player when the umpire's centre of gravity gets lower.
There's just something about their body movement, isn't it? It's going to be holding the ball, but it wasn't on that occasion. So turning around and kicking it forward there is Kelsey Hill. It's a little bit of distance. Meg Radford meets the ball. She's tackled, holding the ball. So some good tackling. It was Tomasa Corrie on that occasion. So well up the ground, usually deep in defence. Long kick to half forward. It's a great run in the air to Lynch. Fantastic skills there from Corrie. Can she get round her opponent? She does, but she's pushed off the kick. Intercepted there by Georgia Hill. She kicks little mongrel up the wing. It's going to be met there by Holly Barwick. She can't take it. Spills over the back. Blues now. Getting up towards half foot. Tomasa Corrie again. Nearly takes it. Been playing well in that first quarter is Corrie. He's getting to her feet there and forcing it forward is Katie Stanford. Nearly finds her teammate on the far side, but Launceston once again repelling that attacking thrust. Well, that's great tackling. Should have been holding the ball, says Leigh. I tend to agree. Slipped right half forward. Oh, and a tackle from behind there pushes the Glenorchy player off a kick, and she's getting up a little bit hurt there. That was Jasmine Tate-Turvey. There's a lot of players around the contest. Eventually, it's a holding decision. It's going to go the way of Glenorchy.
I reckon
Ryan. Yep.
Game plan number 1 is don't kick it to where Tomasa Corrie is.
Yeah, she's certainly the old Rock of Gibraltar's, no doubt about that. It's deep in attack now for Launceston. Now we've got a free kick here. Or somebody been knocked out? They're a bit concerned there. No. It's a free kick. I think it's going to go the way of Glenorchy, and that's Macklin Sutcliffe.
High contact.
With the headgear. I'm not sure whether that wasn't a down the field kick, because the umpire looked back down the field. So anyway,
I think it was just the third umpire was the one that actually called it.
I think you're right, Leigh. So Gemma Webster gets it towards Daniels. Just too much weight on the kick. Cleared out there by Georgia Hill, but it's far too wide. It's the cars over there on the far side. So free kick. And as they started the first quarter, they're starting the second quarter. Just having most of the play, Leigh, but they need to get some scoreboard pressure on.
Yeah, certainly good response from whatever the coaches told them at quarter time. They've been fantastic. And that was a really good hit up by Gemma Webster too. Good lead, and she responded with a lead. Should have taken that mark.
Yeah. So it's out of bounds. We're about 30 metres around from the Glenorchy goal.
The decision making and the execution has improved so much over the last couple of years.
Absolutely. Chance there for Nieta Lynch. She had the front position. Scooped out. Oh, that's almost an incorrect disposal there to Lauren Stevenson. They force it outside the defensive 50 to the Blues. Macklin Sutcliffe coughs it up. So they get some ground here. Chasing the ball, there's Meg Radford. She shrugs a tackle. She won't shrug a second one. She does get a handball away, though. That was a pretty good effort. Abby Green can't pick it up. And strong play there for Meg Radford. She's gone for all money twice, but she managed to get the possession away.
Yeah, very skillful young player. She's only recently turned 19. Very good at cricket too. She's won a couple of premierships up in the Premier League up here.
So we've got a kick here to Glenorchy. The switch comes to Tomasa Corrie. She had to wait for it, but takes it safely. Right half back. Goes short. And the mark's taken. There by Sullivan. Gets it back to Corrie. Some of the veterans there combining for Glenorchy. Nicely weighted kick. And the mark's taken there by Gemma Webster on the far side. Webster kicks to a lot of Blues players off the fingertips. Just at half forward for Glenorchy. They work it out pretty well there through Jennifer Guy. A chance for Glenorchy. Taking it there is Holly Barwick. The 3 Barwicks in the team. So left half back now is Launceston. Kicking up the wing, Abby Green. She can't quite get there. She tracks the ball to the boundary line and it's out of bounds. It's a quietish start to this second quarter, Leigh. We're about 6 minutes in and not a lot has happened so far.
No, but I do think that Glenorchy's got back into the game.
Yep.
It's whether they can put the score on the board.
That's right. They're kicking towards the city end of the ground. A lot of breeze around today. So we can see the kicks going a good distance at both ends. So wrestling the contest there. Brianna Barwick. So it'll be a ball up. Defensive side of the wing. The Blues. Another stoppage here. And emerges eventually. So taking it there is Deanne Taylor, that big first quarter. Up here towards Bannister. She goes on her left, takes a bounce. On the left foot, not a great kick. Finds Abby Green. She coughs up the handball straight to Corrie. Corrie again there with Amy Hallaby. And it's going to be played to advantage here. So Launceston go inside 50. Mark in front. It's a nice mark taken there by Sarah Skinner. She's been impressive in that first quarter, Leigh.
Yeah, absolutely. Knows how to find space, but she's actually playing a defensive role today, so she's been a lot more accountable than she normally would in the midfield.
So it's, the kick smothered there off the boot of Elise Barwick. We've got a high tackle. It's going Launceston's way. Once the player emerges. Sarah Davis, perhaps?
No, I think it's Hallaby.
It is Hallaby. Caught her much today yet, so she gets a kick pressured. Oh, gee, nearly a strong mark there. It's been taken. And
real class, that.
Yeah.
It's Meg Sinclair.
Meg Sinclair, yep. Sinclair. Not a great kick, but might go to advantage here of Abby Green. Clean bowls her. Now with Bannister, dangerous in these positions.
Here's a goal.
She gets round on the right foot. Will she have the distance? Not quite. It's just going to fall out of bounds. But I love the way she got out of trouble there, just showing that class of hers.
Absolutely. She'd be disappointed she missed that one. Took her time, but I'm actually noticing this quarter she's actually taken the time with the ball in her hand, which is much better than sort of the rush disposals in the first quarter.
Downey throwing's a little bit shallow. Camilla Taylor's in there, but it's cleared out by Glenorchy. Macklin Sutcliffe will be first there. Pursued there by Libby Haynes. Sutcliffe does a little spin. That's great work by Sutcliffe. She kicks high towards half forward. Falling here towards Georgia Hill. She'll track to her right now. She takes it. The kick's semi-smothered, so it falls to Sutcliffe. Second opportunity. Dispossessed. Coming in there was Jasmine Tate-Turvey. Kick to half forward. Spills off the chest there of Melissa Smith for the Blues. Now's a chance for Daniels. She takes the mark. She's about 45 out. Distance could be a concern. She kicks to advantage. Chance here for Glenorchy if they can pick it up in the goal square. It's going off to the right. Little kick off the ground. Wasn't effective. Chance there for Holly Ryan. And it's now going to be a ball up, I'd say. Once the ball's released, still a chance for Glenorchy. Strong tackle laid. So it's in the forward pocket. How does the umpire see this? He's picked out a free kick. I suspect that was for holding the ball. And it's Jeanette Thuringer, who made the TSLW Team of the Year, Leigh.
Absolutely, and has been a quality defender for a long time in this competition.
Pushing the back this time.
Young Hallaby again.
Yeah, she's getting her way into the game. Former Scott Rackburn student.
Another one of the East Launceston clan.
That's right. She kicks to half forward. And the mark's taken there on the far side for Launceston.
Kelsey Hill.
Moving it forward. The tackle's laid there on Jennifer Guy. So Glenorchy will bring it away. We've got players here. Kicked inside 50 by Holly Barwick. It's going to spill out of bounds before Daniels get there. It will. So Holly Barwick, was she the youngest of the Barwick girls?
Yes.
Yes.
I had to think about
better
that
think of
hard
that,
and
yep.
strong. Yes.
So we've got Holly, Elise, and Brianna. I'm presuming they're sisters. There might be a cousin in there somewhere.
Yeah, there's 2 sisters and a cousin.
Uh-huh.
And it's Holly the youngest, then Brianna, then Elise.
Okay. So Glenorchy inside 50. They'd love a goal. Hasn't been a goal this quarter to either team. So they're forcing it forward now. Thumped away. Little kick to advantage. Chance here. Bannister's in there with Jasmine Tate Turvey. Eventually a mark's taken right half forward. That's Gemma Allen. So Gemma Allen kicks inside 50. It's not a great kick. Falls short.
And just on the Barwick family, there's a 4th one coming through.
Okay.
And
it's a dynasty.
Little Brooke was just a premiership player in the under-14s with Claremont, and also played as part of the state under-15s and was a wonderful player in that championships.
They did well, didn't they, the girls?
They certainly did.
They did really well. So it's up towards the wing.
Here's a chance.
Georgia Hill. She's sort of pushed off a kick a little bit. Bannister just breaks through, gets the handball away. Gets to half forward. Corrie in front position. She tracks it backwards towards her defensive 50. Plenty of Launceston players hit half forward if they can pick it up. Little kick off the ground. Rattray is hovering. Another kick off the ground.
Who's the quickest?
Chance here for Chloe Haynes. But eventually, and it's going to be off the ground by Chloe Haynes, I think.
No, come off Sarah.
There's a touch there. It's come off Sarah Skinner. So desperate stuff there in the goal square for Launceston. So they're now 3-5-23.
Almost a great goal, but she actually kicked the ball into Sarah Skinner.
3-5-23 to 1 behind. Just checking my score here because we can't quite see the scoreboard from where we are. So there's Jasmine Tate Turvey getting away into the game. Nice kick. Gets it nicely to Gemma Allen. Handballs back to Tate Turvey. This is a good footy through the centre of Windsor Park for the Magpies. Can they get the full reward here with a goal? Sutcliffe overruns it. Lynch. She's got a player forward to the ball. And that's number 23. She's not on my list here, Leigh. You'll have to help me out with that one. But it's in the goal square and it's rushed through from Launceston.
Meg Jacobs.
Meg Jacobs, thank you. I might just write that down if I can grab your pen for a second. So it's 23 is Meg Jacobs. And she had a bit of a chance there, but the defence got back quickly. So second behind for Glenorchy.
They probably just needed one of those players to actually get in the way of the defender so the other player could rush on, and maybe that should have been Meg's role to come across.
Mark taken there by Carey. Ashley Carey at half-back. Kicks towards the wing. Nearly a mark there to Deanne Taylor. She recovers pretty well. Big first quarter. Oh, she takes on the tackler. Just gets the handball away. So Glenorchy might get the turnover here. Comes back to Katie Stanford. Can't do much with it. Deanne Taylor again just breaks a tackle. Kicks to half forward. Can they get it going here? There's a whistle on play. Pushing the back. It's going to go against Launceston. And it's coming back to Charlie Lovell.
Just trying to create space for a teammate and just went a little bit too hard then.
Lovell was a nice kick. She finds Brianna Barwick, who goes wider. Mark taken there by Jade Williams. Jade Williams, late inclusion. She kicks forward. There's Meg Jacobs again. Can't quite take it. Out and out of Sutcliffe. Oh, she almost picked it up. The ball's now travelling towards the behind line. It's over for another rush behind. So 3 behind Glenorchy, 3-5-23.
And that attack was set up by young Charlie Lovell, just an under-16 player, played in the Norfolk's under-17 premiership last year and has gone through the Devils and the Eastern Allies as an under-16, so she's a high-quality young player.
Georgia Hill, lovely kick to Abby Green. She spotted Bannister, who's going to be in a 1-2 contest here. With done from behind from the Glenorchy player. Little scoop up there. Bannister again. She was caught without it. She'll take the free kick, play onto advantage. Here they go through the centre of Windsor Park. Nice kick. Mark taken there for the Blues by Meg Radford. She wants to move it quickly. Thinks about the handball. Kick's not a great one inside 50. She's coughed it up. And a defensive mark taken by Sarah Skinner. One of the best so far for Glenorchy. Kicks to the wing. Bouncing ball. Taken there by Jade Williams. Handball over the top's a good one. Finds Brianna Barwick. Kick towards half forward. And it's chopped off there. That's Jeanette Thuringer.
both teams just rushing their entries just a little bit and not kicking to advantage of their forwards.
Lauren Stevenson into the middle there to Meg Sinclair. The left foot kick. Almost a mark there to Williams. Now, opportunity for Chloe Haynes. Well, that's a good tackle, but she does get the handball away. Still a chance here at half-back for Glenorchy to clear. But eventually the ball comes out there towards Amy Hallaby. Inside 50 to Bannister. Can she get there? She'll get through the contest. She's trying to pick it up, just can't quite find the handle. Glenorchy do well in the end to bowl it up, although she's still got it. Tries to get a shot on goal. Ricochets out of bounds. Explosive in that forward 50, Daria Bannister.
Yeah,
couldn't quite get the handle.
Yeah, exactly right. It'll come for her, though. She'll get a few today.
3-5 to 3 behinds. And we're deep in this second quarter. Sullivan with the front position. He'll kick away. Didn't quite make the goal line. Stand still here for the Blues. Meg Sinclair. Tomasa Corrie now. She'll just do the don't argue. Get the handball away towards Williams. Shovels it in front of her. Blues with numbers. Here's Sutcliffe. Had a really good second quarter. She can't pick it up. Good work now for Launceston there by Lauren Stevenson. That's a beautiful kick. And she's found a teammate inside 50, and that's Chloe Haynes.
Miller Taylor.
The lead comes out, and that's almost a mark there to Taylor. Didn't quite take it. Now they'll clear through Sarah Skinner. Gets it over now to a teammate who releases Elise Barwick. Showing a bit of toe on the far side of Windsor Park. Gets the handball backwards. That's good work there by Gemma Webster. Now towards Nat Daniels, who's way up the ground. She picks it up. Oh, she just gets the handball away, the umpire said. So no penalty there. Doing well there is Ashley Carey. She kicks towards half forward for the Blues. They've got numbers. A lot of numbers around the ball. Kick goes to attacking 50. Mark taken there by Meg Sinclair. 2 kicks out from goal. Into the hot spot. And we've got some holding going on. The umpire says, and it's against Launceston. It's going to go the way of Glenorchy.
Interesting decision. Bannister's a quality player, so I'm never surprised when they go to kick it to her. But as the leads rolled out, all of a sudden Camilla Taylor's sitting there in open space and could have ran into an open goal.
They certainly had the numbers and the space to do better there. Rachel Seeley told to hurry it up. She does so and finds the ruckman in Genevieve Sullivan. She kicks to the far side. Nice mark. Gee, that was a nice mark by, is that Jeanette Thuringer over there? Yep, she's further up the ground than I expected. That's why I hesitated a little bit. Now she kicks inside 50. Little hand in the back there from Abby Green. Falls to the front. Sarah Skinner again. Oh, handball to teammate under pressure. Comes back now to Abby Green. She launches at goal. Abby Green, this could be the first for the second quarter. It is. And the Blues extend their lead. And Abby Green there, she didn't waste any time. She knew she had the distance in the kick. Turned around and slotted it straight through Leigh.
Yeah, absolutely. A massive kick there. Didn't look pretty through the air, but it was straight and it was long, so done the trick. But look, they've been dangerous the last 5 minutes. They just haven't put it on the board. And ending the quarter still in charge of the game, but all credit to Glenorchy. They really fought back.
Absolutely.
Interesting move bringing Holly Ryan into the ruck and leaving Sullivan as actually on baller, but I think so far that actually worked.
Yep.
It actually just created more targets to come through. Gemma Webster, a young player for Glenorchy, I think is doing pretty well. Obviously, Tomasa Corey, just so smart in defence and always finds the right spot, just plays that kick behind the play. And whether there's an opponent there, if they're silly enough to leave her on her own, she just gets a lot of the footy. And generally, when she's got an opponent, she beats them because she can just read the play. She's smart. She's a high-quality player.
And Genevieve Sullivan, she's not tall for a ruck, so she can be versatile and play in lots of different positions.
Absolutely, and showed that it worked there.
Yep.
They really had control of the first 7 or 8 minutes of that quarter. It'll be interesting to see the inside 50s, but certainly Glenorchy would have started that quarter very well. No doubt Launceston just got control of the game again.
They set up in that first quarter, didn't we? It was a better effort from Glenorchy in that second quarter, but certainly they were dominant in that first quarter. We talked about the girl there, Deanne Taylor, was fantastic. the young Lauren Stevenson, Abby Green, and the two Haynes girls, Daria. So they had a lot of contributors in that first quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. It's that awful under 12s comment. It's been a team effort without having too many major stars, but certainly that first quarter, Deanne Taylor was a class above everyone else.
Look at the halftime team stats, thanks to Dave Gruber. So hit-outs pretty even, 9-7 at halftime. So certainly Glenorchy have done fairly well in the ruck contest there. Clearances fairly even as well, 8-7. Inside 50s, 19-13. So it was 8 apiece in that second quarter. So there's a big differential at quarter time, but they both had opportunities in that second quarter.
Absolutely.
Marks inside 50, just a 2 for that quarter one each. So it's 3-1 to Launceston over the day, and free kicks 12-9 the Blues' way. We'll take a break here at half-time, just repeating the score, 4-5-29 Launceston, Glenorchy 3 behind 3 points. And Leigh, we'll be back in a little while. Get round her opponent, she does, but she's pushed off the kick. Intercepted there by Jordan. Yeah, she's certainly the old Rock of Gibraltar's, no doubt about that. It's deep in attack now for Launceston. Now we've got a free kick here. Or somebody been knocked out. Front position. Scooped out. Oh, that's almost an incorrect disposal there to Lauren Stevenson. They force it outside. They're kicking up the wing. Abby Green. She can't quite get there. She tracks the ball to the boundary line, and it's out of bounds. It's a quietish start to this second quarter, Leigh. It'll be played to advantage here. So Launceston go inside 50. Mark in front. It's a nice mark taken there by Sarah Skinner. She's been impressive in that first quarter, Leigh.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's, the kick smothered there off the boot of Elise Barwick. We've got a high tackle. It's going Launceston's way. Wait to the play, Libby. Quarter much today yet. So she gets a kick pressured. Oh, gee, nearly a strong mark there. It's been taken. Abby Green, clean bowls her. Now with Bannister, dangerous in these positions.
Here's a goal.
She gets round on the right foot. Will she have the distance? Not quite. It's just going to fall out of bounds. But I love the way she got out of trouble there, just showing that class of Melissa Smith for the Blues. Now's a chance for Daniels. She takes the mark. She's about 45 out. Distance could be a concern. She kicks to advantage. Chance here for Glenorchy if they can pick it up in the goal square. It's going off to the right. Little kick off the ground wasn't effective. Jeanette Thuringer, who made the TSLW Team of the Year, Leigh.
Absolutely, and has been a quality defender for a long time in this competition.
Forward. That's Gemma Allen. So Gemma Allen kicks inside 50. It's not a great kick. Falls short.
And just on the
it's here for Chloe Haynes. But eventually, and it's going to be off the ground by Chloe Haynes, I think.
No, come off Sarah.
There's a touch there. It's come off Sarah Skinner. So trying to pick it up, just can't quite find the handle. Glenorchy do well in the end to bottle it up, although she's still got it. Tries to get a shot on goal. Ricochets out of bounds. Can't pick it up. Good work now for Launceston there by Lauren Stevenson. That's a beautiful kick. And she's found a teammate inside 50, and that's Chloe Haynes.
Camilla Taylor.
Lead comes out. And that's almost a mark there to Taylor. Didn't quite take it. The front. Sarah Skinner again. Handball to teammate under pressure. Comes back now to Abby Green. She launches at goal. Abby Green. This could be the first for the second quarter. It is. And the Blues extend their lead. And Abby Green there. She didn't waste any time. She knew she had the distance in the kick. She turned around and slotted it straight through Leigh.
Yeah, absolutely. A massive kick there. Didn't look pretty through the air, but it was straight and it was long, so done the trick. But look, they've been dangerous the last 5 minutes. They just haven't put it on the board.
Sarah Skinner again. Welcome back to Windsor Park in Launceston. It's the TSLW second semi-final between Launceston and Glenorchy. Half-time, it's Launceston 4-5-29. Glenorchy 3 behind. The goal kickers, 2 to Bree Rattray, 1 to Abby Green and 1 to Diane Taylor. And for the Pies, no goal scorers as yet. So Leigh, just before the players emerge back on the ground, how have you seen the season of TSLW?
Oh, look, fantastic. There's no doubt the standards improved tremendously, and I've had a few people sort of say, oh, we probably don't see it, and I think you just need to go back to a couple of years ago, look at the vision of even the finals, and then go and see a game. It's the way they connect together through the play is just quite remarkable. There's always been intensity in women's football, but the actual skills and the execution haven't been there in previous years. You're just seeing more and more of that happen. And what pleases me, of course, is when you see how many girls, and Anthony and I just spent a bit of time just talking about how many have actually been through either our under-18 academy or a senior state academy. And you're talking about the Launceston team. You're talking about 60% of the players are actually been part of our academy model somewhere along the line, and seeing those players' development is remarkable. And
you're getting players from regions. Already today you've mentioned Scottsdale, you've mentioned Norfolk. So some of those regional areas, the players are being developed and they're getting to this level.
Absolutely, and this is why it's so important that these junior competitions have done a fantastic job actually building that pathway. If you've got the pathway, and we're starting to see girls come through the academy program that have played 50, 60 games before they've entered.
Yep.
And finally we actually got close to matching the states in games played, which was at the under-15 carnival. And no surprise, all of a sudden we're knocking off powerhouses. So we beat WA, we beat New South Wales. First time we've beaten the state in female football ever in history in that age group. And it's purely and simply because we're finally getting the girls into the program and not teaching them from scratch. They've actually got a background of football.
I remember seeing the social media of the under-15 girls when they beat Western Australia, just the pure joy and almost a shock that they were able to reach that level.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And part of it too is they actually went in there not having the history. So Emma Humphreys, the coach who actually works for us as well at AFL Tas, both in the female talent and the game development space, she made a speech at the end of the game and just talked about, I've been involved with female Tassie footy, both playing and coaching over 30 games, and we've never won.
Yeah.
That was the line, we've never won. So all of a sudden these girls actually went into that carnival with a good experience. They worked well, they trained well together, but they had no fear. So they didn't realise that WA has probably been the second biggest powerhouse in women's football.
There's no inferiority complex.
Correct. Just walk straight in. No, we've played 50 games of footy. We know what to do. The coach wants us to do this, and they go out and do it and deliver it. And what was beautiful about that, you still saw that when they were playing those experienced teams, so we only lost to South Australia by 15 points, but when they played South Australia, New South Wales and WA, you could see the WA players understood footy a little bit more. We've only been in that junior football space for 3 years. But the intensity of the girls were just remarkable. And that becomes, you can beat us in one contest, but we're going to win the next one. And that it is purely and simply because they've got that football heartbeat. They're not the athletes trying to work out and go, oh, God, how good are these? That's what Tassie footy, female football, has been like before.
And as Glenorchy came back on the ground, just very quickly, the AFLW and North Melbourne playing, how did you see that in the first season?
Yeah, it was obviously a challenge because we were based out of Launceston, so we had players from the northwest coast, players from the south, and most of our staff were spread right across the state as well. So there was a lot of travelling involved in the first pre-season, but we fine-tuned a few things. I think the Tassie girls that got to play held up pretty well, so that's good. Nicole Bresnahan, which was the last player that actually picked up for North Melbourne in the draft, ended up playing every game bar 2 that she was injured for. So that's a credit to her work and the staff that took her through that program to ensure that she was ready for AFLW level, because I don't think many people would have thought that she would be a first pick player, and by about round 3 she would have been pick 6, pick 7 or whatever the case may be, but straight on the field off you go, you got to roll.
Fantastic. You with Dave Mohr and Leigh Elder here at Windsor Park. Umpire holds the ball aloft, and we're getting underway in the third quarter of this TSLW semi-final. And it's the Blues by 26 points. Can Glenorchy come back in this second half? We'll wait and see as they get the first clearance, the Blues, out of the middle. That was Lauren Stevenson. She gets a lovely kick there towards Meg Radford. Back to Stevenson. She gets tackled. Kick under pressure in towards the half-forward line. That's a mark. That's a fantastic mark to Rattray. She's taken a real clunk there in front. Strong hands, vice-like grip. And she'll line up from about 40 out, 45-degree angle.
I think I said at the beginning of the game, normally if the ball's in Lauren Stevenson's hands, she's going to hit a target.
Yep.
She didn't do it too well in the first half, but 2 out of 2 right there.
Yeah, she linked up nicely there with Radford and brings up this first scoring opportunity. So Brie Rattray sneaks around to the right. It's always going to be missing left, I think. It bounces through for a behind. So Launceston 4-6-30. Glenorchy 3 behinds, 3 points. So playing on for fullback is Tomasa Corrie. Nice kick, lands on the chest there of Charlie Lovell, the youngster. So she plays on, low kick. Not going to work out here as Deanne Taylor takes it. She thumps it back inside 50. Oh, nearly a great mark there to Launceston's Chloe Haynes. On the follow-up, she launches it goal off to the right. But, gee, she showed a bit of class there, Leigh.
Absolutely. Almost took a spectacular mark from behind there.
So Chloe Haynes.
Probably rushed a kick a little bit.
And the girls from Burnie that were picked up in the draft last year. As the kick comes out. Now, might have 50 metres here. The ball's advanced. So maybe encroachment over the mark there. So Tomasa Corrie, she'll get a lot of ground here. There's a player on the mark there. Chloe Haynes gets right into the centre square. So a decent 50. Takes her time. Now has to play on. Kick to right half forward. Stumped away Sullivan in front and square. Can't quite pick it up. Shoveled here towards Brianna Barwick. Releases the handball. And Glenorchy player doing well there. Kicking it towards the centre circle. They all wait and look at each other, but eventually Deanne Taylor takes the initiative and kicks it beautifully to half forward. And Sinclair has an acre of space there. She lines up on the left, and she's going to miss to the left. She had a lot of time there. But a beautiful spot-up kick there by Deanne Taylor, who's been really impressive in this game, Leigh.
Yeah, absolutely. She's certainly been the best on ground. There's no doubt about that. Sinclair, a little bit unlucky because the kick was very nice. It's just where her shoulders were pointing. That's exactly where the ball went, but a very nice kick.
So 12 scoring shots to 3, and it's 4-8 to 3 behinds. So Tomasa Corrie cruises out of the goal square. Now launches wide. Players dive on top of the ball. That was Hannah Smith. And it's going to be a ball up.
First time I think you've called Hannah Smith.
Yeah.
She is a quality marking player, so no doubt she'll want to lift her work rate.
Brie Rattray doing the ruck work inside 50. Hitting the ball hard there was Kelsey Hill. Now it comes out and kicked forward by Jennifer Guy. Not great advantage. Bannister, dangerous from here, but she's off target as well.
Shoulders again.
Yep. And just didn't quite get balance. 4-9-33 to 3 behinds. So a lot of opportunities early days in this third quarter. Corrie goes the opposite side now. Goes to the western side of Windsor Park. Oh, that was almost a strong mark. Yep, should be paid and is. And a nice mark taken there by Hannah Smith.
Just called her.
Yep.
Where's the marking?
That's
there it is.
There it is. Abby Green in there for Launceston. She takes the ball with strength. Releases a handball. Here they go now. Through, that was Brooke Thurlow. Inside 50, the Blues. Close to the boundary line. Fighting hard there was Angela Dixon for the Launceston Footy Club. Stays just in, does it? Umpire says no, it was out of bounds. So on the far side of Windsor Park, about 40 metres around from Launceston's goal. They lead by an even 5 goals now, 4-9 to 3 behinds. So front position, Thurlow, back position, Sullivan. She wins the contest. Kick to half back. Thuring is in there. Can't take it. Here's Macklin Sutcliffe, kicks it off the ground. She'll go after it again. Little shovel out. And they're doing well here in defence, Glenorchy. They're keeping possession, although it's stolen now. And kicked forward there by Jennifer Guy. Close to the goal line. falls out for another behind, 4-10-34. Glenorchy 3 behinds, 3 behinds, 3 points. And they're just winning the 1-1 contest at the moment, the Blues.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's about the body position too. It's both players, when they're going into the contest, have got the eyes on the ball. But Launceston they must have been concentrating this at training. They seem to be getting their body in the right position, gives them a better chance to get the footy.
Tomasa Corrie once again goes to the western side.
She's a good kick.
Finds a teammate in Holly Ryan with the sleeves. Holly is the call. She kicks up the wing, and that's a nice mark there taken by Lauren Stevenson, who's involved in that first clearance of the quarter. She gets it nicely to Bannister, who's on 50. From 52, she goes towards goal. It won't quite make the distance. Rachel Seeley's back there. She drops the mark she probably should have taken. They've got an opportunity. Back to Rattray. Funny old kick. And she misses near side. 4-11-35 to 3 behinds.
The Launceston forward line just aren't leading towards the ball carrier. And I think they've just got to find a way where they can ensure that someone's demanding the footy for them. The only time we've really seen it was Camilla Taylor in the second quarter. A lot of the times they're just waiting, are you going to kick it my way, rather than demand where the football should be delivered to.
That becomes a bit predictable after a while, and the Glenorchy defence have done pretty well. There's the handball inside 50 now for the Blues. Chloe Haynes was clean bowled there. Sarah Skinner gets a kick away for the Magpie towards Macklin Sutcliffe. Picks it up nicely. Well, she's tackled there by Thuringer, and that's holding the ball. Thuringer will take the free kick. Gee, that was a good tackle.
Yeah, an interesting decision to cut back in. She was actually on her right foot, which is her foot, dominant foot. But she still turned to come back in, and she did have a target down the line.
Thuringer into the goal square. Chance for Launceston. They won't miss this time. And that's Chloe Haynes scoring the goal for the Blues. That's their 5th. 5-11-41. So the ball fell over the back, and Chloe Haynes there using a little bit of class, slot it through from pretty much on the goal line.
The only thing I'd say about that, it's the second time she's tried to mark the ball from behind.
Yep.
She's an AFLW player. I reckon the AFLW coach will be going, why are you always behind?
Yep.
In front, you got more chance of taking the mark.
It all started with that tackle, of course, from Jeanette Thuringer. So a lot of players in the TSLW Team of the Year from these two teams, Leigh?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And no doubt there's a main reason why. Obviously,
that's right. 1 and 2.
Yep, the two best teams in the competition.
In the middle, flying in the ruck that time was Camilla Taylor. They've used a few players through the ruck contest today. There's Kelsey Hill. Kick to half forward, but all the Magpies back there. The mark's taken comfortably. So cleared out there by, that was Hannah Smith to the far side. It's out of bounds.
Soon as I said she hasn't been getting much of the ball, she hasn't stopped getting it.
That's right. Blues inside 50 now, Lauren Stevenson. Well, at the bootlaces there of Chloe Haynes again. She's already kicked one in this quarter. She gets round nicely onto the right foot. Will it have the distance in it? It bounces into the post. So one behind. 5-12-42.
Footy's a cruel game. She was in so much of a better position there, actually in front.
She didn't quite get the full purchase on the kick, did it? She sort of fell off the boot.
But got rewarded from being behind, and
that's right.
Didn't get rewarded for being in front.
A couple of bounces out of defence for the Magpies, but it's going to come straight back in if Abby Green can pick it up. Macklin does pretty well there. Macklin Sutcliffe. Still at half forward for the Blues. Handball back in towards Abby Green from Camilla Taylor. A lot of numbers around the contest. Here's Camilla Taylor again. Swings on the right. It's now entered 50. Great work there from, that's Meg Sinclair. Kicks to the hot spot. Bree Rattray can't quite take the mark. So it's a touch ball, play on. Out to the far side. Good work there from the Glenorchy defence. Taken out Holly Ryan. Little handball over the top. Well, Morena pushing the back against that Glenorchy player. The umpire's seen it. It'll be a free kick.
Improved structure in the Launceston forward line the last couple of entries. So something's changed there. We'll have a look whether it's just personnel, but that was much better leading strong from Meg Sinclair.
Jeb Webster has a free kick. Oh, interesting kick. Might work out all right here to Charlie Lovell. Goes back in a little bit of trouble. They're working out with handballs. As it's kicked towards half forward, but sitting there in a defensive position was Abby Green. It's Abby Green, defensive side of the centre square. It's a half forward. And nice mark taken on the chest. Is that Hannah Smith again?
It is.
It is. It's a second mark in a minute. Goes sideways.
No, it wasn't actually.
Okay.
It was Katie Stanford.
Katie Stanford, thank you. So it's that half-back Daria Bannister. Whips away from the contest. Takes a bounce. Realises she's in trouble. Turns around. Gets the handball now towards Meg Sinclair, who tries to go off the ground unsuccessfully. Working well back there was Gemma Webster. Kick inside 50 now, Angela Dixon. It'll fall to the pocket and go out of bounds.
Now, Daria turned back inside because she didn't have a leading forward.
Yep.
It was a one-on-one position. All the full forward needed to do was give her a lead.
That's right. Dave, the inside 50s very quickly. Whoop, there you go.
10 to Launceston, Glenorchy still have to get in.
Right, 10 to zip this quarter. Don't think there's a breeze advantage. Looking at the trees, it's a fairly still day here at Windsor Park. So they've just been dominant in this quarter. Throw-in taken by Lynch, who's drifted down to the back line, involved in the play. And speaking of back line players, here's Thuringer. Can she pick it up and get a goal? She kicks high into the pocket. And Rattray flies high. Bannister's there. It's dangerous. Corrie first to the ball. Out they come from defence. Radford close to the boundary line. And it falls out of bounds. So Glenorchy defence, they're working hard, Leigh.
They are.
They've only conceded the one goal this quarter. They've been under a lot of pressure.
Although it is hard for Glenorchy to see Glenorchy coming back into this game. Launceston have certainly got control around the ground.
It's coming out here for the Pies to Charlie Lovell. She's been pretty impressive. Only 16 years old, is Leigh?
That's correct.
Holly Ryan, little kick up here towards Nat Daniels. She's inside the centre circles.
Lovely.
Back to Ryan. Kicks to nobody. So it's space here for Blues. There's plenty of players there. Tap on from Abby Green. Here's Macklin Sutcliffe. She picks it up.
Great tackle by Lauren Stevenson.
Yep, she's been impressive this quarter. Great young player. So we're on centre wing. Thumped away. This time by Brooke Thurlow. And fall to Sutcliffe here. She's got a little bit of time and she can pick it up. She wastes no time. Thumps it forward. Nice trap there for the Pies. Little defensive handball there from Georgia Hill. It's up to the wing. Sutcliffe can't quite take the mark. And there is Stevenson again. And it'll be a ball up. So it's 13 minutes in. 42 plays 3. And that looks like a spot in the grand final is going to go to the Blues. And those great rivals, the Pies and Clarence, will meet next week, Leigh, by the look of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And the only problem with that is going into a grand final undefeated.
Yep.
Sounds like a scary outcome sometimes, doesn't it? But look, this is a quality side, and they've just got so much talent.
Thuringer gets it to Libby Haynes, kicks it to the wing. Great tackle there by Sinclair. In they go through Sarah Skinner. But they're standing resolute there, the Blues defence. And Jeanette Thuringer once again taking the mark. She thinks about switching. That's what she does.
Ooh,
long
risky.
kick. It might work out all right. Mark not quite taken there by Jennifer Guy. And we're going to get a free kick here for holding the ball. So centering kick's going to end up here with Holly Ryan, who takes it. Attacking side of the centre square.
That's a great lead by Hannah Smith there.
So Holly Ryan, she goes straight up the guts, looking for a marking target. Chance in there for Jade Williams. Couldn't quite pick it up, so they'll clear it the Blues through Melissa Smith. Outside her defensive 50. It's going to come back in. That Genevieve Sullivan.
Yep.
Inside 50. And mark's taken there by Libby Haynes. So Libby Haynes, she'll switch it over here to the coach, Angela Dixon.
They just look a little bit rushed, Glenorchy, just getting to that panic stage. If we don't do something now, we've lost the game.
Has to play on, gets it back to Libby Haynes. Lovely kick inside to Meg Sinclair. She's off and running. Handball to a teammate now in Lauren Stevenson. Kick inside 50, looking for Rattray, who leads out. Great spoil, now with Tomasa Corrie. Kick towards the outer side, and that's a strong mark taken. Is that one of the Barwick girls there?
Yep, it's Holly.
Holly Barwick. She's tackled though and did a good work there. She played on, and Kelsey Hill laid the big tackle.
I know they didn't get the mark, but that forward structure is so much better from Launceston there.
Liked it. They moved it nicely. Good skills. Now to Dixon. She's got a bit of time and space inside the centre square. Up forward. Nice fly in front. And players come down holding her ankle there. Keep an eye on that. It might be, just see if she gets up. That might be Chloe Haynes. She's getting up proppy from that marking contest.
Oh, here
anyway,
we go.
It's Daria Bannister hits the contest. Great tackling though. Well done, Glenorchy defence. Sarah Skinner thumps it out. Back now towards Dixon again. Inside 50. Players still getting up from the last contest. They have to go again. Brie Rattray was in there. It's cleared out from defence nicely by the Pies. That's Chloe Haynes, or Libby Haynes, sorry. And the mark's taken here for Glenorchy. For number 36. You got that one, Leigh? It's Madison Shaw. Took that mark. Players getting a little bit tired towards the end of the quarter. Hannah Smith kicks high, right in front of us here. And the ball does a sideways turn and goes out of bounds. So it's the last touch rule, Leigh. Haven't mentioned that today. So it's in between the arcs.
Absolutely. Yep. And it's good they're following what's happening at AFLW. It helps the girls prepare and get used to.
So kick there from Georgia Hill to the wing. Heavy tackle laid there. Good tackling, Sarah Skinner. Being one of the best for the Pies today.
Nice kick by Hill there, and should have been rewarded with the mark for Camilla Taylor, but she's a quality young talented player. She'll get much better at that. Deanne
Taylor there lays the tackle on Sutcliffe. They're inside 50, bouncing ball. Chance here for Elise Barwick if she can pick it up. Can't quite do so. Carey's in there for the Blues. Now Nat Daniels meets the contest. Thuringer working overtime. Little handball goes away towards Daniels. Once again, Elise Barwick involved. Back to Daniels. Sutcliffe is hovering. She gets the ball now. She launches on goal. It's a low kick. It's a mark in the goal square. It's a good cheer from the travelling Glenorchy supporters.
Holly Ryan, is it?
Holly Ryan, the number 9, has taken the mark. She'll line up point blank range in the dying seconds of the third quarter.
Soccer star. She'll convert this. Great kick.
Holly Ryan, no problem. First goal, Glenorchy. 1-3-9, Launceston 5-12-42. And gee, they worked hard inside their attacking 50 and got the reward in the end.
Absolutely. And that's a goal that they deserve because they've been fighting for this whole game, especially the second quarter. That first half of the second quarter was tremendous effort by the Pies and finally got a bit of reward for their hard work.
It's three-quarter time at Windsor Park, and it's the Blues goal each in that quarter. So 5-12-42, Glenorchy 1 goal 3-9. Let's see, in that quarter, the Blues kicked 1 goal 7 to Glenorchy's 1 goal straight. Goal scorers, just looking at my scorecard here, it was 2 goals to Camilla Taylor, 1 to Chloe Haynes, 1 to Abby Green, and 1 to Deanne Taylor. So Chloe Haynes is the one you got missing there, Leigh. And for Glenorchy, the single goal scorer was Holly Ryan. What's your thoughts on the third quarter, Leigh? Launceston dominated, but didn't get the scoreboard total they would have wanted.
Yeah,
quarter time.
Early on, they were just tremendous. And it seems to be every quarter there's one team that's dominant for the first half and then the momentum shifts. But look, all credit to Glenorchy. They've been outclassed, probably, to be fair, blown away in the centre a little bit at times today. But they kept on fighting, they kept on the pressure. I think some of the skills and decision-making are a little bit down today, and it's only because purely that the pressure has got that finals intensity. But what I did like about Launceston, and I've been critical of their forward structure and no one actually doing those deliberate strong leads, well, that seemed to come about in the second half of that quarter. So that was a lot more, the structure's a lot better, and it's going to give them greater opportunity. They've missed a lot of shots they probably should have kicked too.
Yep.
I mean, when we're talking 5 goals, 12, they probably should be further ahead. But credit to Glenorchy, I don't think they're actually I don't think they'll consider they can't beat Launceston, but a few things they need to clean up. And when you see Lynch actually going down the defence, they're trying to shore things up. Tomasa Corrie's been fantastic for them, but overall there's just so much class in the Launceston team, and that's why the scoreline is as it is.
Thanks to Dave Gruber for some of our team stats here. The hit-outs, that's one area Glenorchy have done pretty well in today. They're leading 15-10 there. Clearances are fairly even as well. Inside 50s, there were 13-5 in that quarter. I think it was 10-0 at one stage, so Glenorchy fought back a little bit in the latter part of that quarter. Marks inside 55 to Launceston, 2 to Glenorchy over the day, and free kicks 15-11. So they've dominated a lot of areas of the game.
Absolutely. I think inside midfield, the Glenorchy are proving a good opponent. It's actually outside.
Yeah.
So when it gets outside, that's when Launceston's class, their runners, and really their skill is giving them more opportunities up forward.
We'll take a short break here at three-quarter time. It's 5-12-42 Launceston, Glenorchy 1-3-9. Back in just a moment. Just about to get underway here in the last quarter of the TSLW semi-final. Launceston versus Glenorchy, just waiting for the North Lonnie boys who came on for a little bit of a warm-up to get off the ground. And now they're off for about to get underway. It's 5-12-42 to 1 goal 3-9. And you're listening to Dave Mohr, Leigh Elder and Dave Gruber on stats. There's be a week off for Launceston next week, and Glenorchy have to get ready for a big clash against Clarence, the 2 grand finalists from last year. So we're underway. Last quarter action. Quarter number 4. And first possession to Launceston. They get it towards half forward. Off hands. Taken there by Bannister. Kicks around the corner. And Tomasa Corrie. There's so many possessions there in that position today, Leigh. Been fantastic.
Absolutely.
Getting herself in a little bit of trouble here, so she has to go back the other direction. They're looking for Charlie Lovell. Bannister hits that contest, knocks it out of play.
Real burst player, Bannister. Yeah. Just got elite speed, that girl.
And what a great experience for young Charlie there. I mean, 16 years of age, playing against a player of Daria Bannister's class. Bounty throw in, Sullivan front position, falls to the back. Here's Deanna Taylor. She kicks towards goal. Hits the goal square. Rattray's in there. Here's Chloe Haynes. She turns off. She kicks it off a toe. And it spills through for a behind. So a real opportunity there for Launceston to get a goal early in this last quarter.
Did everything right there besides how she put it on the boot.
as they clear it out now to the Pies. Out here towards Holly Barwick. Here's a path for a teammate. And away they go. That's Elise Barwick kicking to the wing. Falls over the back here towards Jeanette Thuringer. She's in a contest there with Jasmine Tate-Turvey. A couple of good players in that one. Close to the boundary line. Your ball up. I think Clarence will be confident going into next week, Leigh?
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting. The depth of their squad will be what they'll be concerned about, whether they can get exposed. But look, they've certainly got the top end quality, and Mel Wise and Bresnahan's work on the halfback last week was just superb. So I'll be interested to see how that sort of matches up. But look, two very even teams.
It's on the wing still here at Windsor Park. Taken here by Holly Ryan. She turns, kicked a goal in the third quarter. Little kick now to Sutcliffe. She gets possession inside the centre square. Kicks to half forward. Sitting underneath it is Carey. I don't know whether she got the sun got in her eyes or what then, but she didn't take it. There they go, Glenorchy. Sarah Skinner in the forward line. Carey once again involved. Gets out here towards Abby Green in defence. She gets it away. Nat Daniels, front position. She goes pushing the back, doesn't get it. Scoops it out. Skinner again. Well, numbers now, Launceston. Georgia Hill takes it. Kicks it up the wing. Bannister, little shove there. Wasn't seen by the umpire. Great work here by young Charlie Lovell again. Gets it to Sullivan. Half forward to Sutcliffe, who can't quite take the mark. Diane Taylor with strength. She set up the game in the first quarter, in my opinion, but she kicks it straight to Corrie. Right next to the centre circles. So Tomasa Corrie. She's noticed a switch to Nieta Lynch. Kicks it absolutely spot on. Didn't have to break stride. Great skill. Nieta Lynch inside 50. There's a bit of a wrestle. That's a great mark in front. Well done, Magpies. Superb work, Corrie to Lynch. And now they've got a shot on goal.
She mustn't be well liked within her own club, but every other team dislike it, because her teammates never kick it to her, but the opposition always do.
Sarah Skinner has got the ball, and she's been working hard today. She's about 30 out. So a chance for back-to-back goals for Glenorchy. I think the last one.
I'll back Skinner in here.
Might have to allow a little slight breeze, so she might have to set it out right here. We'll wait and see. Well, she kicks it low.
Kiss of death.
Yep. You've done a bit today, Leigh. Should go the opposite. 1 goal, 4-10. 5-13, 43.
But Tomasa Corrie, she must have taken at least 8 or 9 marks today. Been incredible.
Long kick out from fullback there from Georgia Hill. Little handball smothered there from Kelsey Hill. Now a chance for the Pies to go back into attack. Oh, that was a strong tackle from behind from Bannister. Wow. That's hard work. It did. Up here towards Meg Sinclair. Falls off the contest towards Chloe Haynes. There's Bannister again following up. She'll kick inside 50 to Rattray. Great kick. Great lead-up mark. And that's what Leigh's been asking for all day. And Bannister lowered the eyes. And Bree Rattray let out strongly. And she honoured that lead by a fantastic kick. Great footy Blues.
And I think it was Brianna Barwick that actually got tackled by Bannister there. She's up and she's fine. Bree
Rattray, 40 out. Not a bad kick. Is that a third? No, it's another behind for Launceston. 5-14, 44 to 1-4-10. They lead by 34. And it's 5 minutes in. Don't forget, in just a moment, we'll have the live stream of the North Launceston Lauderdale semi-final. Good crowd building up here at Windsor Park. No AFL on today, or no local footy. So a chance for people to get along to the TSL. Great tackle laid there on Kelsey Hill. That's Macklin Sutcliffe, and she's in my top 5 for Glenorchy today. Leigh.
Yeah,
really good.
A good player.
Kicks high up the wing. So shielding her eyes there is Thuringer. She takes the mark strongly. So a lot of players forward of the ball now. Short kick in. Mark's taken by Dixon. Little kick from Dixon's not bad. And leading up there and taking the mark for the Blues is Jennifer Guy. So Jennifer Guy, little chip kick to half forward, looking for Rattray, but there's a lot of pies there. And the mark's taken by Genevieve Sullivan. So Sullivan kicks wide over there. Well done there from Abby Green. Taking it now is Stevenson. Back to Green. This is a good handball from the Blues to Libby Haynes. Back to Green inside 50. Oh, and Lynch got a shove in the back there too high, says the umpire. So it will be a free kick to Nieta Lynch.
2 hard nuts there.
Absolutely. So Lynch forward. Mark's taken there by Katie Stanford. Been pretty good across half back. In towards the centre of the ground. And taking the mark there is Jasmine Tate-Turvey.
She's a ripper, this one. Huge amount of talent.
Tate-Turvey to half forward. Holly Ryan in there, clears her. Thumped away there by Libby Haynes. Chance for the Pies here as the handball comes in. Taken there by Brianna Barwick. It's inside 50 from Brianna Barwick. Clears the contest there. And Launceston Jennifer Guy back there, I think it is. She's bottled up. It's going to be a ball up. Or it's just released now. Out it comes. Georgia Hill. Lovely kick, Georgia Hill. Fantastic kick, finds Jeanette Thuringer. So Thuringer has some options. She kicks in the centre of the ground. Falls a little bit short. Oh, the 2 players hit there. Genevieve Sullivan has been good today.
She has.
Up here towards Macklin Sutcliffe. She can't quite take the chest mark. Thuringer off the ground. She'll go again, Thuringer. But only gets it as far here as Katie Stanford. She's tackled hard. And Thuringer off the ground again. Straight to Tomasa Corrie.
Again.
She shrugs the tackle as if she's not there, Angela Dixon, and then kicks inside 50. It's over the back. Chance here, Hayley White. Haven't seen much of her today. But it's a nice snap on goal, and it's a goal there
Skinner.
by Sarah Skinner. She's worked hard inside forward 50 all day, and that's the second goal for Glenorchy. May move along to 2-4-16 to Launceston 5-14-44. She's been good today, Skinner. Lee?
Yeah, hasn't got as much footy as she normally would. She's actually played in 3 zones. She's been in the midfield, she's been in defence and now moved up forward. Look, she's a quality player, has been for a long time in this competition, and getting some reward there from some hard work. And again, set up by who? Tomasa Corrie, Glenorchy's best player by a country mile. Mind you, as I said before, she's getting a lot of the footy by Launceston, actually booning it long towards her.
So from the middle, here's Brianna Barwick involved in that last goal. She gets beautifully up forward. Nicely done there by Carey for Launceston.
Here's another.
Chance, little kick. It's going to roll, but it's not got the distance. Thuringer sweeping up around the back line there. Oh, she's hurt. Thuringer, as she kicks that ball. Don't know if she's cramping or not, but it's out of bounds. Let's get the glasses up there. She sort of limped straight after she kicked it. So it might be a bit of cramp.
And credit to Glenorchy, they're really working hard at the back end of this game.
They've kicked the last 2, Leigh, so they're out of touch, of course, but they're going to finish the game positively. Sutcliffe, little handball, sharked here though by Stevenson. Gee, she got round nicely there, showed a touch of class. Up here towards Bannister. Speaking of class, she takes the ball, kicks it up here. Beautiful kick to Meg Sinclair, who takes the mark at right half forward. She's got options inside 50 as Sinclair. Goes on the left. Here's Bree Rattray. She's behind on this occasion. She's got her opponent high, surely. Anyway, it's taken by Tomasa Corrie, back to Lynch. Lynch kicks in the centre of the ground. Should come back in here through Deanne Taylor, although she can't quite pick up the ball. There's a little bit of ping-pong in the centre of Windsor Park. Finally taking possession, there's Georgia Hill, who's running away from her opponent. She just gets the kick away in time. Out here towards Hallaby. Gee, that's a nice little pick-up by Amy Hallaby. Kick to half forward. Here's Bannister again. She shrugs a tackle. This way, that away. Does beautifully. Gets it here towards half forward. Pies defence, though, they've been pretty good since half time. And Brianna Barwick kicks it to the wing, taken by Sutcliffe.
Great body work by Daria Bannister there, but what I really liked is it didn't faze Charlie Lovell.
No.
She kept on working hard in the contest.
That's right. Gee, that's a nice mark there, Hannah Smith. So a good second half. She turns around, kicks to advantage. And it's a chance there for Madison Shaw. She can pick it up by the boundary line. She just couldn't do so. That's out of bounds. So it's 5-14-44 to 2-4-16. With about 7 or 8 minutes to go. So earlier today, the under-18s, Launceston had a good win over the Tigers. Grimms, what are the inside 50s this quarter, mate?
7 at Glenorchy and 5 to Launceston this quarter.
There you go, Leigh. They've had the better of this quarter, that stat. Madison Shaw kicks it to the goal square. Nicely taken by Dixon. She kicks wide here looking for Kelsey Hill. She's in a one-on-one. She's 2 against 1. They'll come back in. Glenorchy, little chip kick. It's not bad. And the mark's taken in the forward pocket. Is that Sarah Skinner again, Leigh? It is indeed. So she's about 25 out, sharp angle, right-hand side.
She's a master of finding space.
Yeah, she certainly did so on that occasion. So Sarah Skinner kicked goal just a few minutes ago. Can she get her second? Umpire likes it, I think. She has. 3 goals to Glenorchy. 3-4-22. To 5-14-44 margins at 22 points. And certainly, if these two meet in the grand final, this second half will give Glenorchy a lot of confidence, Leigh.
Oh, absolutely. And be interested in some of the moves they've made in the second half of whether, if they get it through the grand final, they actually just start that way. Because certainly it's the last 3 that they've kicked, is that correct?
That's right. Yes, Launceston's last goal, in fact, came at the 7-minute mark of the third quarter.
I mean, the scoreboard does look flattering because
they've missed a lot of easy shots, There's no doubt about that. But
if you kick the last 3, there's something working for you.
Back to 22 points. Well done, Sullivan. She's been the dominant ruckman all day. Seeing a secondary ball up in the middle of Windsor Park. So Bannister emerges.
First of many calls I got wrong today.
Ground is in great condition. I mentioned it before, but a lot of rain on Friday and 2 finals yesterday. But it's come up nicely here today.
Beautiful.
Here's Bannister now, streaming forward. Up here looking for Rattray. Clears the contest. It's over the back. It's a chance here for the Blues if they can pick it up.
Meg Radford it was.
Meg Radford, thanks Leigh. So in fact she goes again. Little kick here. Not going to be 15. Kicked off the ground. And here's Nieta Lynch. She'll roost it outside defensive 50. Out to the far side. Almost a mark there to Abby Green. A lot of Magpies around this contest. Taken there by Jade Williams. She kicks to the wing. Nice long kick. Thuringer's in there. Can't quite pick it up. She's got a teammate there in Libby Haynes who assists. She kicks into the centre of the ground. Knocked away there nicely by Brianna Barwick. And a kick off the ground. They're forcing it forward again, the Pies. Nice work, Hannah Smith. So it's on the far side here. Launceston defence might win out. Little kick off the ground from Libby Haynes. And as far as Brianna Barwick. Holly Ryan kicks it inside 50 and the mark's taken. And there's going to be another shot on goal here for Glenorchy.
Hannah Smith.
Yep. It's the
I think
number
this
36.
Is just on the edge of her distance here.
Is it Madison Shaw? Leigh, number 36? I think it's,
looks like.
Yeah, it's a
Hannah
3.
Smith.
It's a 3 on the Guernsey. I'm pretty sure it's number 36, Madison Shaw. Yep, it is. So she approaches the mark, kicks long. It's not too bad, but Mark's taking defence nicely. And streaming out now is Libby Haynes. Poor kick though. Might work out all right. Sullivan gets it to Sutcliffe. Handballs away. Quick kick there by Gemma Allen. Oh, Mark probably should have been taken there by Skinner. She gets away to Daniels. Daniels on goal. That's going to bounce through. That's another one for Glenorchy. Oh, is there time? I don't think there is, but to tell you what, they've really done well in this last quarter. It's only 3 goals in 3.5 minutes. It's not. I've seen those sort of things happen before.
Leigh Matthews theory.
Goal a minute.
Minutes,
That's it.
Yep.
So Nat Daniels has scored a goal for Glenorchy. 5-14 to 4-4. So 3 minutes left flat. Take a big effort, but gee, if they can get a quick centre clearance, that's what they probably need. 3 centre clearances, 3 goals. Bang, bang, bang.
I haven't seen any structural thing where Launceston have taken the foot off the medal, so off the pedal. So I'm actually thinking this is purely and simply that Glenorchy have restructured and got the burst of energy and the run at the end of the game.
Brianna Barwick's impressed me in this last quarter. She had a fair bit of it,
Yes,
and they're going to get a centre square infringement here. So I don't know if that was a 6-6-6 or what that was, but might have been an encroachment.
So it's a warning.
No, it's a warning. No, it's a free kick.
Free kick.
It's going to go to the Magpies. So a little handball off to Elise Barwick. She kicks to half forward. They're inside 50 again. The handball there is no good, and it's cleared away by Thuringer. Out towards the far side. Dixon overruns it.
Good pick up, Joe Williams.
Taken by Williams with the blonde hair there as she's kicked towards half forward. Nicely taken by Hannah Smith. Turns around the corner, the dangerous Skinner's there. The mark not taken, but it's kicked towards goal, and that could have been the final opportunity there. That was Madison Shaw again. So one behind. 4.
That would have made it interesting.
That would have made it very interesting. And I'm sure that's the experience there of Georgia Hill. She will not clear this quickly. She'll wait for the umpire to invite her to play on, and that's exactly what she does.
If Glenorchy make it into the grand final, they come in with a lot more confidence in 2 weeks' time than what they probably did today.
That's right. It's on the back of this second half effort. It's Carey now to Thuringer. She goes wider. And in fact, that's Thuringer who's got the ball now, beg your pardon. A little kick forward, and the mark's taken by Angela Dixon.
Hannah Smith, Brianna Barwick, both of them have lifted their work rate in the second half and been hugely important.
Taking the ball there is Chloe Haynes. She's bundled out of bounds. So into the last minute here at Windsor Park. So lots are going to win, and they certainly set the foundation that first half. So it's been a game of 2 halves as far as advantage is concerned. Well, Bannister just breaks through with strength. She gets the handball away. Close to the boundary line. She follows up her good work there. She can't quite pick it up. Ooh, laser tackle there on Charlie Lovell.
It's been a good contest, those two.
In fact, Charlie Lovell's caught home the ball now. Bannister breaks clear. Lovely kick. Finds Stevenson. Lauren Stevenson. She plays on and gets it to Meg Sinclair, who's about 35 out. And she may well take this shot for goal while the siren sounds.
Last kick of the day.
So they haven't scored a goal in this last quarter. They'd love to score one here.
I'll put the reverse moz on her. She's going to miss this one.
Okay, let's see what happens. There's a siren. Meg Sinclair left foot. Distance could be a concern here. Falls short. Oh, does it? Oh, it was touched in the end. Somehow got through. So they'll finish off with the behind there. But they do make it through to the grand final. So congratulations to the Launceston Football Club. They win the semi-final here this afternoon. 5-15-45 to 4-5-29. And they had the better of the first half. They certainly had 20 scoring shots to 9. So looking through the goal kickers for Launceston, 2 to Bree Rattray, 1 each to Abby Green, Chloe Haynes, Deanne Taylor, and for Glenorchy, 2 to Sarah Skinner, 1 to Holly Ryan, and 1 also there to Nat Daniels. So they're the 4 goal kickers for Glenorchy. Need to wrap up fairly quickly, Leigh, because we've got to get set up for the next stream. But what are your thoughts on the game?
Oh, look, congratulations to Launceston there through the grand final, but Glenorchy should be very proud. Their second half, especially their last quarter, was just superb. So kicking the last 4 games in the goal. So it ends up of the game. So it ends up being a 5-goal to 4 game, but the reality is 20 scoring shots to 9 probably reflects the domination of Launceston as a whole. But I think Glenorchy will have a lot of confidence going into the grand final if they can get through Clarence next week.
Absolutely, yeah. They're 39 inside 50s to 28 over the day. 10 to 7 in that last quarter for Glenorchy. And also 8 inside 50 marks over the day to Launceston to Glenorchy's 5. But, yeah, no, it was a good battle in the midfield. And I think, you know, in the grand final, whoever ends up playing Launceston, that will be an area that might decide the game. Those quick exits out of the middle, and they're going to get forward quickly.
Absolutely, and good luck to the Bombers in the next game.
No worries. Thanks, Leigh. Thanks for joining us here on not City Park Radio, on the TSL live stream, and we'll get ready for City Park Radio's broadcast and the live stream coming up in about 14 minutes' time. But that's the end of our live stream. We'll just repeat the final score. It was Launceston 5-15-45, defeated Glenorchy 4-5-29. Thanks for joining us.